Tempo Nostalgia Shaman is actually a pretty good deck right now, and you can definitely hit Legend with it if you know how to play it. So in this video I'm gonna give you a quick guide about it, show its mulligans, win rates, as well as some general tips, so you have a better idea of how to play with and against this deck. So if you're serious about Hearthstone, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget you can hire me for some Hearthstone coaching. Now, let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
Here's the variant we used, and it's sitting at 56.5% win rate for the last 7 days from Diamond to Legend with 1100 games. The list is pretty fun. I did try it for like 90 minutes or so, and yeah, it's actually pretty interesting to see some of those old legendaries. A lot of the time this wave of nostalgia definitely didn't feel amazing, but it is a great way for you to cheat out a lot of extra stats, especially on your wonky boards you're gonna keep on rebuilding with 0 mana, 0 freeze, with silver hand recruits and whatnot. It's definitely very easy for you to go wide usually, so you can cheat out some good stats like that. You have 2 copies of this thing, and you also have Wish Upon a Star, so your Magata is always going to be drawing at least 1 Nostalgia, and the Wish Upon a Star is also not bad. And if you get the Nostalgia out of Hagata, that's going to be a 5 mana 5/5 that casts Nostalgia, so you get a 5/5 that also gets transformed into a legendary, and that can also give you some high rolls. We have plenty of cheap stuff, including 0 mana totems, 1 mana salesman with some cycle, the Murloc Glowfin gives you a couple of idiots for cheap, and also gives you an 8/8 later with a rush 8/8, which is pretty cool. Pop-up book can help you do some extra stuff, also 1 mana gain 2 idiots on the board can be great. Cactus Cutter helps you thin out the deck. You don't run that many spells in here, so it also gives you a shot at Nostalgia. Like, the only spells you have is the Pop-Up Books, the Trusty, the Turn the Tides, and a couple of Nostalgias and Wish Upon a Star, but you can also throw in some Miracle Salesman potions in there, so keep in mind that also could be fished out like that. Couple of Jukebox Totem help you keep the board nice and filled, like drop this on turn 1 and it's gonna be a while till the opponent can handle a 4 health minion. It's also a totem and a mech, so if you slap it with the Trusty Companion it could give you the Needle Rock or your Ziliax, and the Ziliax here is gonna be the +1/-1, so you can actually buff all of those small idiots easier. Needle Rock Totem gives you a good amount of card draw, Trusty gives you extra damage, survivability, and card draw. You could be using it on your Murlocs to draw, either the second Murloc Glowfin or the Cactus Cutters. You could be using it on the 0/1 beasts from Pop-Up Book, that can get you the backstage bouncers like that. You could also draw the Ancient Totem out of putting this on a totem, so keep that in mind as well. This thing gives you elementals, but you don't run any elementals in the deck, so that's not going to give you anything if you decide to go that route. So there's that as well. The Turn the Tides are your only 2 overload cards, so your Golganef is not going to be drawing you free cards if you go to decide to use that skill. Usually it's not going to be a great idea. But the Turn the Tides here help you deal some massive damage with the help of the 2 Horn of the Windlords you're also running, and you can also use the Horn to actually control the board and whatnot. Couple of backstage bouncers usually help you control the board nice and early, like really establish dominance in the early turns. And yeah, it's just all around like 4 mana, 8/10, can't say no to that with Taunt. Hagata pretty nice, thins out the deck, gives you a couple of extra bodies while you cast those big spells. The Building Block Golem is pretty nice, it gives you 3 extra bodies after you've dealt with something decent. And it's another great way for you to have a wide board with which you can do big Nostalgias, big Ziliaxes, big Wish Upon a Stars, all of that stuff. The Wave of Nostalgia, use it if you really feel like it's needed. Like, sometimes it can backfire. Like, a lot of the times we actually had some pretty crap results. The opponent got pretty good results instead. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, but usually it's supposed to be good for you. But not that many rush, charge, taunt minions in the mix, it feels, or at least none of them were for me. So keep that in mind, it's not that big a Hail Mary in most cases. Galganet, you usually use it for the 3 damage AoE plus 6 healing. The 20 damage is also not bad, and don't forget you can also use the 0 mana, the -3 for your next spell bullshit, so you can get yourself a Turn the Tides for free, a Trusty for free, Pop-Up for free can also be something. Just make sure not to forget, if you coin this out, that's the first spell you've cast that turn to coin, so keep that in mind. The weapon, like I said, is a good control tool and also extra damage like that, and you can get like literally 18 damage on a stick in a single turn with the couple of Turn the Tides. Wish Upon a Star is in here, it's single copy, so it's not super amazing, honestly, in your deck variant. Like, you can't really do all that much with it, but it can still help you in certain matchups. And yeah, lastly, the Ziliax is the buffy kind. All around, what you're trying to do with the deck is you try to zerg the board early, make a big Nostalgia as soon as turn 4, turn 5, and take it from there. Ziliax usually drops for 0 around those turns as well, so you usually, you go face first and then you transform, or you make some value trades. Try not to kill your stuff, try to kill the opponent's stuff kind of deal. Yeah, be careful not to put all of your eggs in one basket, and in the end of the day, if the opponent has a good removal, it's not really going to get you much farther. And when you're playing against a deck like this, the name of the game is keep the board clear, and they usually can't do all that much, so yeah, keep that in mind. Matchup-wise, the stats are not that plentiful, it seems. But all around, you're going to be good against the most popular ones, so you got that going for you. As for the Mulligan, here's what the stats show. I've shown you these stats on the latest top 5 as well, so make sure to check that one out as well. You're definitely not going to hold on to building blocks straight up like that. Jukebox Totem is great, a good 1-drop can be great. Trusty Companion could be a nice keep if you already have a tribe on the board, like let's say a Murloc Growfin. Or maybe the 0 totem, that can also be a consideration. So if you have a plan for what this is going to be drawing you extra of, keep it only in that case, I'd say. Zilly could be a consideration if you know you're going to go wide. Needle Rock is usually great. Murloc is great. Backstage Bouncer usually a good keep. And even Pop-Up Book might make some sense, especially if you have your Needle Rock, because turn 1 Pop-Up and turn 2 Needle Rock, that's a great way to protect it for a couple of turns and draw yourself a bunch of cards. As for On the Coin, it's not much different, but as you can see, the pop-up becomes MVP. Wave of Nostalgia is a bit more capable here, helping you drop this as soon as turn 4 could be grand. I'd say the Building Block Golem does make some sense here, but try to be curving into it, and the rest looks kind of the same stuff, even though Galganef is also a consideration here, depending on the matchup. All around, the deck is not too expensive, only 3 legendaries in here, and it's kind of fun to play, like, definitely feels like it's hitting the sweet spot for that random BS kind of deal. It's not super random, but it has a little bit of it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the guide. Now let's check out some of my games on my road to top legend. Hope you enjoy. Let's see. I don't think Galganev is going to be important in this one. I like the rest of them though. Alright. I'm gonna drop the Cactus Cutter potentially on turn 3. Maybe we can use something like a pop-up book if it comes. Let's hope I don't forget I need to finish some quests today. I have my log full, and it's all play with different class decks. Somehow none of them have Shaman in there. Might have to play some Druid or some Mage or some, what was the other? Can't remember which other class also had 2 quests in it, but Mage and Druid for sure. I think Warrior or something. Might play some Odin Warrior. Seems like it's on the up and up again. Okay, let's start getting some janky stuff. Let's get the Jenkin. Leroy Jenkin. Discovered that. Keep calm, guys. He just discovered that one. It's not a secret mage or anything. Yeah, he's going for some random nonsense. He's gonna be looking for a bunch of AoE is what he's doing. That's kind of hot. It will pull me a Needle Rock or another what's-his-face. Kind of want to try my luck at getting the Nostalgia right about now. It don't. Should I even pull it out? That's what she said. I feel like he's gonna AoE the crap out of me here. This does make it out of range for 2 damage AoE at least. Ah, fuck it. Whenever you have a hard choice in life, say, ah, fuck it. Just fuck it. Okay. Some of that silly zilly action might be coming into town. Very silly zilly. That's a low roll. That's okay as well. None of those really do all that much. Okay. My Zilly could end up getting fucked. Should I pull another Murloc? I think I'll pull another Murloc. Okay, he went for the counter spell. I was it was to be expected there. He could be scared of a potential. Could have been scared of a potential nostalgia there, I'm assuming. I'm gonna trade all this nonsense here. Do I want to still do one? I think I do. Okay. This allows me again to fish for a spell. aka a wave. Even though right now with a board like this, I don't need to be fishing for anything. Yeah, this looks like a GG to me. Nobody's that lucky. Like, what does he even need to get? Like, double 2 damage AoE? And light show or some shit? Even then, it's gonna come down to luck, and it didn't. Neat. Oh. Alrighty.
I would like to ask you a few questions.
This is not my first guerrilla war.
Guerrilla War. Try like this. Don't want to overkeep too many 1-drops here. If it had a tribe, we could have kept the 2-drop as well, but it don't. Okay.
Any problem?
Rise to the war of the sun.
That Ember. Okay, so this guy is not Zarimi.
Reporting for duty.
Fuck is that even? Actually drop Ziliax if he doesn't trade much, but he'll kill the 2-2 at least. To say the least. That's not bad.
Perplexing.
Let's spin it out.
To battle.
I'll drop this, I think. We could get a Ziliax, make it active. If I top deck the 4/5s, that'd be great. There we go. Pretty decent. Got the wave. I'll try a little bit later.
Reporting for duty.
exchange, he could have the 6 damage AoE. Hope he doesn't, but it's a possibility. That's a good amount of damage. Honestly, if this was Bloodlust though, would have been straight up lethal now, wouldn't it? The good old Ace tier 1. That ain't bad. 6 damage AoE doesn't cut it. 5 and above doesn't cut it either. Light Bomb, it's just crazy enough to work-ish. Another one. See you later, alligator. Well, that was fun. Didn't expect us to get a clean win against Highlander Priest of all people, but we did. Not a Priest. Zarimi this time, perhaps? I'm not hoping for a Zarimi. Zarimi should be a bad matchup for us, honestly.
Versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
This is not my first guerrilla war.
We are going second, so the poop-up book could be good. 2 backstage Bouncers. Looks like a turn 3, turn 4 to me. Ain't doing much. Well, with a hand like this, I will do this. Protecting the Needle Rock nicely that way, if he's Zarimi at least. Would have been nice if we kill something like a 2-2 or whatnot. I guess he's Highlander again. I already pulled my beasts. Do we even have any other beasts? Isn't this a totem or something? I guess it's a golem, not a totem. But yeah, we already pulled the beast, so let's just draw a bunch. Oh, the full life. Alright. Well, guess I can trade and fucking do it again. Basically healed it back to full health. How dare you? It's not the worst of plays. I should know, I've done most of them. Pretty good one-drops right there. Don't clear me. Okay. Doesn't clear me. There it is, guy. Double the wave. I don't think this is a wave turn. Do I have any Nagas in here? I don't, right? Undead and Beast. Have none of those.
Vexing.
Well, guess I'm just going for the bigger damage. Who should I get out of range for some crap? This thing can survive. I don't like what I did. Should have given it to the Naga, maybe. Shadow Word Druid ruins this, but 6 damage AoE also fucks me. Right now, he actually has 3 damage AoE. Did we get him? I think we did. Yeah, weapon GG. Exacties. One offies. Fuck. One off Zacties, guys. One off Zacties. Fucking hell. Well, still the play, isn't it? I'll kill this guy, so at least he doesn't summon a lifesteal tentacle. Next time we have turn the tides and shit. Let's see if we can turn his face. This is such bullshit. Wave of Nostalgia gets rid of it at least. That's GG, right? As long as he doesn't get a taunt. Cool Zilly, bruh. Wouldn't be a damn shame if something were to happen to it. What a cool Zilly this man had. Emphasis on the head. Pretty sure this has to be his refined list or something? I don't know. So far it's doing okay-ish. We are running it in a meta where it's not supposed to be ran after all, but still. The weapon might be important against this guy, but turn 6 is a turn later, I'd assume. He usually does the janky stuff on turn 5, so I can still just top deck it. No need to drop the Ancient. Unless I top deck Trusty Companion, there's no reason for me to drop it. Perhaps. Well, we top deck exactly what I said. What you gonna do? I'm gonna give it to this crap still. I'll trade this thing. I'll drop this as well, I guess. Like, me and my big mouth.
Shiny, my shiny.
I think we just hero power and drop this fool. Okay, nice little healage. Would be nice to get the backstage bouncer. Tradable would have given increased odds of that happening, but nothing too dramatic, right? Well, shit. There you go. Easy game, easy life. Could have given it to the 0-2 as well, but this one heals, guys. Don't forget something. The other one just sits there menacingly.
How long can you hold your
Fudge. Not even able to kill it as it stands. I mean, I do, but from hand. What it do, nephew? Wave me, dude. That is a wave on a stick. Let's see if we can get a wave on a wave. We can do no such thing, so on a stick it is. But honestly, next turn is probably gonna be the 7 mana. If this board sticks, that is. I guess it was sticking. Two more to go, guys. Can we do it? Pretty much. If there were different rewards for the different formats, definitely would have seen a lot more playtime in the game. Like, that's such an easy fix for real. If we had different rewards for Wild and Twist, God knows a lot of idiots like me would be enticed to actually play that shit. Like, why would I play that dumpster fire if there's no reward at the end, you know? What's the end game at that point, Blizz? Like, what are we trying to do even? Let's go with the Murlocky boy here. I like it better than the 2 damage. Yeah, there's a good 2 damage target. Could pull myself another Murloc too. I might. Unless I top deck another 1-drop. Do have the wave. Might be important to do that too. I think my body is not prepared for the wave anyway. Fun! Fun!
Shiny. My shiny!
This used to show what spell they discovered, didn't it? I'm pretty sure I've seen this show the spell it discovers before. Or am I badly mistaken? Could be mistaken. I'm not trading it. Almost thought I've seen that get shown before, but definitely makes the card a bit more powerful this way, that's for sure. Let's see now. I mean, I've seen this card getting played a grand total of 2 times, so results may vary, but kinda thought I've seen it before.
Sizzle?
This treasure ain't fit for a pirate.
Fuck. Fucking lucker, man. Crop rotation? Really? You dick. Dig for treasure was the spell. Or anybody keeping track? Well, let's see that wave, shall we? Ain't gonna wave itself. Acceptable this time. Got a respectable result. More than 2020 worth of stats is quite the upgrade on that board. He's got worse too.
How long can you hold you?
That can be a bitch. Hopefully he doesn't get too lucky with both removals. Dick it up.
Now this is treasure.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Now this is treasure.
For fuck's sake, man. Both the results. Still kind of acceptable, but we are in a pickle. Especially with a hand like this. I guess the weapon can handle some of this crap. Fucking hell. He's a little bit running low on resources, but he's a rogue after all. That changes quickly. Drillium, is that you?
Muzzle their magic.
Huh?
One dose solves any problem.
I don't see how I win tripping damage here, but 6 damage not going face feels wrong, doesn't it? Problem is I don't have the Murloc Glowfin next turn either, so that's a bummer. They would have just fucked it up even more, Oopie. Like, they couldn't balance a fucking static mode, let alone something where people actually get to build and shit. Like, imagine. How would that go?
Candle mudslider.
Doing good, Golub. Welcome, welcome. How's it going with you?
Hear that sizzle?
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Nah. Frickin' Stick Up is such a broken card, man. For real, for real. Okay, I'm not very entertained by this deck, not gonna lie.